So class, today we discuss a reaction. Yeah, you can say this is an activity. What is activity? Study the reaction in between the barium chloride solution and the sodium sulfate solution. The first thing we have the barium chloride. So barium chloride, you know, BaCl2. Barium chloride solution, that means the present in the aqueous form, because solution is prepared by water. So we are using here the aqueous. And second, you have the sodium sulfate solution. Sodium sulfate, Na2, SO4 aqueous. Why? Because in question you have the sodium sulfate solution. Now your task is that to study the reaction in between the barium chloride solution and sodium sulfate solution. This is your reactant. Clear? So what will be the product? First of all, you think from the first chemical reaction. This is a combination reaction. There is two reactant. Clear? Second, you have displacement reaction. Third, decomposition reaction. And fourth, we have double displacement reaction. So first of all, we try for the double displacement reaction. Why? Because I am seeing that this is one is the metal, one is the non-metal. One is the metal, second is the non-metal. So I am trying this reaction for the double displacement reaction. So I am indicating same as my previous video, Ba positive and Cl2 negative. Again, Na positive, SO4 negative. Clear? So what is in the double displacement reaction? That means the positive part of first is react with the negative part of second. So we can do in this manner. BaSO4. Second things, the positive part of second with the negative part of first. So in this, so what will the product? BaSO4. The valence is complete. So directly we will write the BaSO4 plus NaCl plus NaCl. So main thing is that what is the physical state of these two product? In this reaction, this BaSO4 barium sulfate is formed in this manner. You can say a precipitate is formed. Yeah, you can write also this is present in the solid state and this NaCl is present in the aqueous form. Clear? So always try to balance a chemical reaction. So first of all, balance this chemical reaction. Ba1 is Ba, 1 Ba is here. Cl2 only is here, 1 Cl2. So I am writing here 2. Next, Na2, now 2 Na here, and SO4, SO4. Now reaction is in balanced form. It is clear? So our task is that the study the reaction between the barium chloride solution and the sodium sulfate solution. Sodium sulfate solution. Clear? So what you observe? Now the main thing is that to study this reaction, the observation, what we observe in this reaction. First of all, you observe this reaction goes for double displacement reaction. Yani this reaction is called double displacement reaction. Clear? So this reaction is double displacement reaction. And what you observe again? You observe a insoluble substance is formed in this reaction. And this insoluble substance is known that the precipitate. What is known? The precipitate. I told you earlier the precipitate, we can write the short form, the PPT. PPT means the precipitates. Clear? So you can conclude your study or observation in this manner. In this reaction, a precipitate or a insoluble substance is formed. Clear? This insoluble substance, this solid substance is known the precipitate, and this overall reaction is also called the precipitation reaction. You can write the precipitation precipitation reaction. Clear? That means this reaction is also called the precipitation reaction. What is the precipitation reaction? Precipitation reaction are those reactions in which a solid substance या a insoluble substance is formed. It's called precipitation reaction, and this insoluble substance या this solid substance is known precipitate. Clear? So this is called the precipitation reaction. Clear? And this double displacement reaction is also known the partner exchange reaction. Clear? I am writing here the partner exchange reaction. Clear? Double displacement reaction, precipitation reaction, and the partner exchange reaction. These all three reactions are the same. The partner exchange means these two are exchanging their partner with each other. Clear? So this is also called the partner exchange reaction. And why it is called precipitation reaction? Because a precipitate, a solid substance या a insoluble substance is formed, so it is called the precipitation reaction, and this solid substance या insoluble substance is called the precipitate. Clear? So this is your an activity from your NCERT, and this is the observation. Clear? And this is all about your double displacement reaction, the precipitation reaction, and your partner exchange reaction. So class, now we'll discuss about the reactivity series of metal or activity series of metal. So first of all, I'm going again the previous chemical reaction called displacement reaction. You have the example there, Zn plus copper SO4. It will give the ZnSO4 and copper. Suppose I am changing this reaction in this manner. That means copper plus ZnSO4. So what will the product? Clear? Zn copper sulfate giving ZnSO4 and the copper, and second here copper plus ZnSO4. So after chemical reaction we can say that there is no chemical reaction. Clear? There is no chemical reaction. That means the copper is not able to displace zinc from its zinc sulfate solution. It is clear? Here the zinc is displaced copper from its copper sulfate solution and form ZnSO4 and the copper. But here copper is not able to displace or remove Zn from its zinc sulfate solution. So why it is happening that some metal are displacing other from its solution and some are not displacing? Clear? So these are totally depend on the reactivity of metal. That means the higher reactive metal is displaced lower reactive metal from its solution. Clear? Here the copper is less reactive as compared to zinc, so it is not able to displace the zinc sulfate, yeah, you can say the zinc from its solution. So this is called the reactivity series. So what is reactivity series? Let's start. As you are seeing here, there are some metals, and same here there are some metal, and in between you are seeing a hydrogen. Clear? So in your reactivity series, the hydrogen is taking as the middle. That means above the hydrogen all the metals are called the higher reactive metals, and the below the hydrogen the metal are known the less reactive metal. That means your hydrogen is placed here. That means in between lower reactive metal and the higher reactive metal. That means the metal are lying upward side, upward direction from the hydrogen is called the reactivity metal, या reactive metal, या high reactive metal, and the metal are lies lower the hydrogen is called the lower reactive metal. Clear? So the this is known the higher reactive metal. These are higher or reactive metal. These are, and these are lower reactive metal. Clear? So higher reactive metals, the first these are the higher reactive. That means the potassium is higher, most reactive as compared to Pb, lead, and same thing is here. This is also going in this direction. That means copper is reactive as compared to the platinum. That means the platinum is the least reactive. Most reactive, and this is least reactive. Least reactive. Clear? So potassium is the most reactive, then sodium, then barium, then calcium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, cobalt, nickel, tin, and the lead. These are a reactive metal, and this is the most reactive metal. Clear? And now this is the copper is less reactive, less, and this is the least reactive. Copper, the mercury, the silver, Au, the gold, and the Pt is platinum. Clear? That means you can say the reactive metal, yeah, reactive series means the reactivity of metal in their decreasing order. Yeah, metal having a series in this where the metal are placed in their decreasing order. Okay? Decreasing order of a reactivity. That means the potassium most reactive, and now this series is decreasing. Clear? So this is called the reactivity series of metal or activity series of metal. That means the metal are placed here to decreasing order of their reactivity. So it is called the reactivity series of metal or activity series of metal. Now this will define the which one is replaced and which one is not replaced. Clear? In the previous example, you see that the copper plus zinc sulfate. Now copper is lying here and the zinc is lying here. Clear? Your last example you have in this manner the copper plus zinc sulfate. Copper is here, the lower reactive, and this zinc have the higher reactive tendency. So it is not able to displace the zinc sulfate, yeah, zinc from their zinc sulfate solution. So you can write here there is no reaction. Clear? Again same manner, if you try with the platinum to displace the copper nitrate solution, so again it is not able to displace the copper from its nitrate solution. So these all are known, the displacement, and this is called the reactivity series of metal or activity series of metal. Now class, we discuss about the oxidation and reduction reaction. Clear? So first of all we understand what is oxidation and reduction, and now then we'll discuss about the redox reaction, and we have a new concept that been called the modern oxidation reduction concept. Then we will discuss later on. So first of all, what is the oxidation? So I am writing here the definitions. You can see we can define our oxidation reaction in the various method. Yeah, various definition. We have the 5 kind of oxidation reaction and the 5 kind of reduction reaction. But in your syllabus, in your NCERT, you have only 2 steps. Yeah, you can say only 2 definition of oxidation and the reduction. The next 3 you will discuss. Yeah, you will learn in the higher classes. But overall, we have the 5 kind of oxidation and 5 kind of reduction reaction. So what is this? Let us start. The oxidation first of all is called the adding of oxygen. Adding of oxygen. Adding of oxygen is called the oxidation. Clear? How? For example, you have the Mg plus O2. The burning of magnesium is giving that the MgO. Clear? According to definition, the adding of oxygen, it's called the oxidation. In this, the magnesium is having attached with the oxygen. Yeah, you can say the oxygen is adding on magnesium and form MgO. This is called the magnesium oxide, and this is also oxidation reaction. Clear? Second, you have the definition of oxidation is the removal of hydrogen. Clear? That means when you remove the hydrogen from any reaction, it's called the oxidation reaction. For example, you have the H2S hydrogen sulfide is undergoing a chemical reaction and break down into H2 plus S. Now this H2 is removed from the hydrogen sulfide. So this is called the oxidation reaction. Clear? So what is oxidation reaction? Oxidation reaction is a reaction in which the adding of oxygen is take place and the removal of हाइड्रोजन इज टेक प्लेस. या तो आप ऑक्सीजन को ऐड करा रहे होंगे रिएक्शन के अंदर, या फिर आप किसी हाइड्रोजन को रिमूव करा रहे होंगे फ्रॉम द केमिकल रिएक्शन. दिस इज कॉल्ड द ऑक्सीडेशन रिएक्शन. क्लियर? इंस्टेड ऑफ ऑक्सीडेशन वी कैन डिस्कस हियर द रिडक्शन. तो व्हाट इज रिडक्शन? द फर्स्ट डेफिनेशन, द रिडक्शन इज द अपोजिट ऑफ oxidation. How? We'll discuss. The first, the adding of oxygen. So in reduction, the first is adding of hydrogen. Adding of hydrogen. Clear? That means I am taking this example. This H2 plus S giving H2S hydrogen sulfide. So this is called the reduction reaction. Here I am writing above reduction. Clear? Second, here a removal of hydrogen. So here a removal of oxygen. Removal oxygen. Clear? So for example, you have the ZnO plus C carbon. So it will give the Zn plus CO. Clear? In this Zn is remove the oxygen. So this is called removal of oxygen, and this is the reduction reaction. Clear? So I am concluding your oxidation reduction. Oxidation, that means the adding of oxygen and the removal of hydrogen. Clear? Second, reduction, the adding of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. Clear? This is the definitions of oxidation and the reduction reaction. Clear? This is called the oxidation and reduction. After that, we will discuss about the redox reaction. Clear? A redox reaction means in which chemical reaction the oxidation as well as reduction, both the reaction are proceed. This is called the redox reaction. But actually, the oxidation is not possible by reduction, or reduction is not possible by oxidation. That means both the oxidation and reduction taking place simultaneously. Clear? That means one is the oxidizing and one is the reducing. It is obviously clear. That means these two are the integral of each other. Clear? Integral of each other means without oxidation reduction is not possible, or without reduction oxidation is not possible. So this is called the redox reaction. Clear? Redox reaction. Clear? Here you have the copper oxide plus hydrogen giving the copper and the S2. Then say clearly two reactant, and we will go for the two product here. Clear? That means the first, this copper oxide is losing the oxygen, yeah, you can say according to definition, removal of oxygen. Removal of oxygen is goes for the reduction reaction, as I told you, is reduction. and here H2 making H2O, that means the adding of oxygen. Adding of oxygen. Adding of oxygen means oxidation. This is oxidation. Clear? That means in this chemical reaction, a reduction as well as oxidation both are taking place. So this is called the redox reaction. Clear? That means in which the oxidation and reduction both are take place. It's called the redox reaction. And this is all about your oxidation reaction, reduction reaction and the redox reaction. After that, we'll discuss about what is the oxidizing agent and the reducing agent and the new concept of oxidation and reduction, that means the electronic concept of oxidation and reduction reaction.